Belarus is a young country in the very center of Europe, with a vast diversity of natural landscapes and ecosystems. The environmental protection policy pursued by the government for the last 2 decades has both restrained man's negative impact on the ecosystems and allowed the environmental situation to steadily improve. The framework for a transition to green economy has been developed. The nation's activities in this field are held in high regard by the international community. Indeed, Belarus runs ahead of many advanced countries in the International Environmental Performance Index. A key challenge for the energy sector is to develop green energy, to use natural resources with the highest possible efficiency and with minimal risk to the environment. Transition to local and renewable sources of energy, including the expansion of the network of wind turbines and hydroelectric power plants, is essential to achieving this goal. The actions taken by the state have ensured a reduction of pollutant emissions, in spite of the steady growth of consumption of the various fuels in the sector. Clean transport technologies have been implemented actively. While the number of vehicles has grown over recent decades, the emissions of pollutants has been continually falling. Belarusians more often prefer public transport, especially electric transport. Widespread use of the Belarusian railway contributes to the reduction of national expenditure on petroleum fuels and the reductions of emissions of airborne pollutants. And in the next few years, this contribution is set to become even more significant. State-of-the-art environmental solutions have been actively implemented in the industrial sector of the country by companies such as Santa Bremor and David Gorodok Electrical Mechanical Works, among many others. These data and figures from the energy, transport and industry sectors do not just demonstrate major economic benefits, but also have far-reaching and positive implications for the quality of life and the health of the people of Belarus. Industrial waste is one of the major world problems. It is an environmental time bomb. Today it is crucial that we not only reduce such waste, but learn to intelligently reuse it as raw material for other industrial sectors. The extended producer responsibility principle is implemented widely in the country, resulting in a tripling of the volume of waste that has been reclaimed. And only 10% of all production wastes, except for large tonnage ones, are delivered to waste dumps and landfills. The rest goes for recycling or is reclaimed. Waste is also being investigated by the fuel and energy sector of Belarus, as it is a potentially valuable energy source. Nature is the pride and calling card of Belarus. Preserving its biodiversity and ensuring resistance to technogenic impacts are top priorities for the state, and it shows. The area of Belarusian forests has grown. The number of protected natural areas has increased. Numerous reclamation and preservation activities have been carried out over the years in the Belarusian wetlands like Yelnya, for example, one of the oldest European wetlands, and home to some of our rarest species. Rural ecotourism is becoming one of the most promising fields in the Belarusian economy. The nation has developed a good reputation in this area, providing the green tourist with a broad range of destinations and experiences to choose from. A strong agriculture sector is essential for the food independence of Belarus. And because of the great progress that has been made in the reduction of emission of pollutants into the environment, Belarus is now able to legitimately pursue its policy of growing an organic agriculture sector. Belarus is committed to sustainable development goals and is party to 25 environmental protection conventions. Our partners include the European Union, the Global Environment Facility, the United Nations Development Programme, the World Bank, and the Food and Agriculture Organization, among others. Participation in such initiatives provides Belarus with access to the most up-to-date environmental technologies and practices, and the opportunity to learn from the experience of international leaders in the field. All these actions ensure a more successful solution to the country's environmental problems. Belarus has been endowed with a rich natural heritage. Our country is moving forward to a sustainable socio-economic model that will ensure a high quality of life and an enriching environment for its people. By investing in the environment today, we shape a happy tomorrow.